Alright, hello everyone. I had a lot of fun with this game. I think we can go back into it, because I didn't think I'd like it, but getting shot and being murdered at the end of the, I guess, prologue was a bit of a surprise. A fun one, for sure. But yeah, didn't expect that, and kind of neat that it happened. Oh, and I can just take this without stealing? Hell yeah. Good. Friendly warning. Do whatever it takes to bring back the envoy. I know you used to be an animancer. And if you still have any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety. Oh shit. Well, she had a vetted interest in making sure I lived, didn't I?
You were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Yeah, I heard.
Any injuries I should know about? No?
So you used to be an animator?
That was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back.
Oh.
It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul.
Mm-hmm. High speed. We died last session, or last game. We got shot.
You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
Yeah, it's a hell of a plot hook. I literally walked into this city to go meet with an official, and as soon as I stepped through the gates, I got hit by an arrow, and I guess they were like, "You died, bitch." So, you know, it got better, but still died. I love it. They can just take all of this crap that I'm not using. Yeah, I'm not using any of this stuff as equipment that I guess you'll find some use for, but I don't really have a use for the shield either. Okay. Yeah, I got a cool shield at the end of that big boss fight, and it's kind of not necessary. Compared our local herbs to the same ones imported from Adir, if my findings are accurate, then everything that grows in the living lands is more potent. Everything. Cures as well as poisons. Of course, all the best ingredients grow in the deadliest parts of the jungle, so maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics, just to see what happens. Or maybe I shouldn't contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. Yeah, probably don't introduce foreign populations into the quote-unquote mainland. Alright, well, here we are back in the wider world. Not dead. Nice. Thanks, that's mine now. Why I can't take the axe, I don't know. So, for context, because I don't know if you were watching the first playthrough, so this takes place in the world that is set for Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. So it's like a fantasy place with Renaissance era technology. They have guns and cannons, but they still use, you know, swords and magic as well. It's very like early age of exploration, colonial, and so you got like, you know, cool fish people, or more like whale. You got like whale people, but you have elves and dwarves and humans. I think you have like gnomes or halflings, but then you also got like these little furry people as well, and something called the Godborns, which is what we get shoehorned into being in this game. And you can't really see it on my gal, but the Godborns have like vestigial growths that will be on their head, basically, usually sprouting around their cheeks, over their eyes, and over their scalps and stuff, of these like growths. Usually it's like bone or bark or plants, something that shows a divine touch.
Envoy, could I speak with you for a moment?
That they're connected to a deity of some sort, that, you know, while their mother was pregnant, the god reached in and put their influence in them, and usually like one does it. And so our character is a godborn as well, but we don't know who our deity is. And there's been some kind of entity reaching out to us, claiming to know who we are, but doesn't remember themselves either.
You're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're
We're
the
also
one
an
who
envoy.
saves
We're
the
kind of a big
ambassador
deal.
from the Strangleroot, right?
You clearly want something from me. What is it? That was me. Why? You narrow your eyes. Where did you hear that? Lie. You've got the wrong Adiran, I'm afraid.
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, heroic and observant, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
I'm curious, but I'm not going to have her
Galarde.
ask too much.
Lofled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Idirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
I'm going to let her continue.
Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lofled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back.
Fair enough.
They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. You don't need to be. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight.
That's fortuitous.
It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks. But for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the Strangleroot, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Agrasima.
Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
She's cute. We'll do it for her. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. So the neat thing is the original game was like a third-person top-down RPG, and now this is like a Skyrim first-person that's largely traversable. Like the first town we were in, everything in here was scalable. You could climb and jump onto the roofs and find hidden stuff or secret entrances into places. It was really neat. Just leaving our stuff lying around. And the best part was everything was lootable. So you're like, there's something in this room. I probably can get in if I figure out how
Just
to do
don't
it.
get it. It's like there's something in the soil this year.
So I just have to figure out how to get up there, and I could probably get inside that building. I can't scale the fence for some reason. It's just a fence, though. Not that big a deal. Karen Footman. Guess I can come in here, right?
You died. But you're here.
Oh, hey, little furry guy.
Gods, am I glad to see you. I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
Okay. Telling me to come talk to you.
You've got some god looking out for you.
I sure do. It's kind of in my whole nature. I skipped over that. I don't know what it was. Lore books. Sorry. I just have a habit of skipping over lore books, just because if you guys want to read them, you can play the game. But notes and stuff I will read. Ambassador Hilgard. I have maintained order in Paradise for many years. I know this city. When there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you have allowed the Steel Garrote to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger Amund. Ah, that's why he died. Okay. Yep, a happy little accident. Steel Grove report. I found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe confirmed the handwriting matches the signature found on scrolls of Tane's Creatic Orb. Be advised that Tane is in the Living Land and is a member of the Circle of Archmagi. He has license to go where he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, but no one is to engage him. Tane is either a harmless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive. We simply can't take that chance. Dear Diary, here I am in the Living Lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colorful, also the most flavorful, according to these mushrooms. And mushrooms seldom lie. Before I forget, I promised Bekarna I'd bring back a souvenir. There's a rumor of a fallen star in Emerald Stair. Would be a nice addition to her collection. A message is scribbled on this inside cover. If found, please return to Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Okay. Boop, boop, lore. Lore. There's hostiles on the other side of this wall.
Wish that Sawbones would hurry up.
Quest.
Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a god like that. I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
Ooh, a bear tried to have you for lunch.
My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and gods. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
Temple sounds dangerous. What are you doing there?
It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you. A godlike.
The gods recalled nearly all of my kin during Aoth's march through Deadfire.
All the gods but one, I guess. Because this Oracle, he belongs to Aothus. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. I just... Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
So I guess that means there's some lore from Pillars of Eternity too. That's carried in, because Aethys, played by Taliesin Jaffe, critical role, famed actor, was a god that just stomped his way through an archipelago that the Ruatan Empire had, which are the Orca people. One of the Orcas that we're traveling with. What expedition need to speak to a god like that?
This oracle. He set himself up in a godless ruin. Turned it into a temple to Aethys, right? Supposedly, he built the whole place up just to house a holy relic. A bone from Aethys' titan.
A bone from what?
I guess they don't talk about our discoveries in the court, The place Aethys was headed in the Deadfire, Ukaizo. There are these enormous skeletons. I mean, they're hundreds of feet tall. Yeda, our captain, she believes these titan skeletons are what's left of the gods' physical bodies. They used to get up and walk around. And this godlike, he's got a piece of the one that belonged to Aethys. That's what my team is down there to confirm, anyway.
Oh. You know anything about
Not
this
much.
oracle?
He doesn't get out often. But I've heard he's hundreds of years old and only speaks to godlikes.
Oh, what a coincidence.
So, he probably hasn't seen much company in a while. Can't say I blame him. People still fault Aethys for the Saints' War, and that was 25 years ago. If I were the earthly avatar of everyone's least favorite god, I'd go into hiding too.
If nobody
25-year
wants him
time
here,
jump.
then he should leave.
My Steam announcement. Oh, not my Steam announcement, somebody else too. I could spare the time. Tell me where to find your team. What does your team intend to do with the relic if you find it? I am curious.
Well, if that relic really is what it's said to be, and if it can heal the sick like it's said to do, it can't stay here. Not in some dank hole in this mouldering backwater. Not when it can help our people with the Dream Scourge. Or help people back home who deserve it more.
Oh.
And yet is determined to get that relic, no matter the risks. The rewards are just too great.
But
Envoy, I'm afraid it's a lie. And they're all going to die down there for nothing.
Okay, so he's got the right intentions. He's just
Gods,
putting
do you
his
mean it?
desire to help
I
the
can't
Empire
thank you
over
enough.
everybody else.
They
that's
descended
suffering
into the
here.
temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
I mean, if it could heal people, your brother's probably fine, right? That's the hope, anyway. Perfect world, that's how it works out?
wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Wouldn't want that. What is that? Oh, it's a spider. Well, how do I get over there? If I really want to get over there. This look absolutely infected. Oh, there we go. How do we get over there? Oh, here's some scaffolding.
You take lead.
Good thing I have this gun.
Guess Adiran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
You got this, buddy. There you go. Oh, you guys finished. I was like, dude, what's taking so long? Oh, hey, you might want to get out of the fire, huh? There you go, buddy. Yeah, it's probably not a good way to stack stuff, huh?
Stand back. Ready, aim.
Any other egg stacks to clear out? Make sure we don't have any more spiders growing in. Just can't even clear that one. Alright. That's not the right button. There we go. Loot. Nice little nook here. Private. Secluded. Shady stuff can happen back here. Yes, I'm walking with my gun out now, too. Nobody will mind that. Just having a gun out, you know, walking around in public. It's fine. Derelict garden. There we go.
Coming in hot.
This side, too.
Aye, aye. I don't think the new owners like coming. One for you! Here it comes.
Yeah, finish clear. I mean, mostly be fine. Jesus, that thing's really ticking down. Oof, so much.
Stand back. Coming in hot.
I don't like that I have to tell it to do each individually.
There's no way.
It's a fucking blunderbuss. Should be scattershotting.
Here it comes. Ready, aim. Aye, aye.
Oops, they've been dead for a while. Nice chairs, though. Anything else in here to worry about? Oops, I missed. Try that again. There we go. Ah, makes everything worthwhile. Find the treasure chest. Soft branches are helpful. That'll upgrade the gun. And then look, parkour. Brings us back to this building, so let's see what else there was, huh? Usually we can see if there's something worthwhile. Doesn't look like it. Let's not break our necks trying to get down. fast travel checkpoint. Alright, so now I'm a little turned around. That's the embassy. That's where we came from, so we veered off to go talk. Which I want to say wants us to go not that way. Who are we talking to over here? We didn't see anybody. Oh, there was a whole room we didn't go into.
Envoy, is it really you?
Clever Aemond, I know the blighting in the Strangleroot is a cause for concern, but I strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from PEWPEW in Verno. We cannot endorse the blasphemous trade of animancy, much less to our dinner tables. Oh, Jesus Christ. Inquisitor, I have been in Emerald Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicions. The people of PEWPEW and Verno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Wodica. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically, they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice us. Our eager hands tightening the garrote. This should have had a punctuation there. We await your order. Your friend in the forest. Okie dokie. I must admit, it is proving impossible to build diplomatic relations. The locals have a natural distrust for outsiders, and we have nothing they want. Inquisitor Ludwin believes that time and pressure will prevail. I would that I share her confidence. Ludwin, under her gaze, I feel scrutinized down to the bone, picked apart like carrion, and stared through by a pair of cold, motionless eyes that have glimpsed too far beyond the veil, reducing me to some depraved pilgrim who prays only for her ossified claws to work their way under my skin, liberating me from the pathetic envelope until at last we are bound together as a skeletal pair, limbs entwined, not two beings but as one. Jesus Christ, he wants to fuck her. There is no shame in me being attracted to power. Nevertheless, I must keep such feelings to myself lest they be met with revulsion or worse, enthusiasm. Jesus, that's funny. Oh yeah.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Finish my iced coffee here. Welcome. I have considered chartering a boat back to Adir. Grown pitifully, like I've come back from the dead.
Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you.
I bet he tried to kill me.
There's work to be done on the frontier. Good work. And I need you here at my side. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor.
You are
Very
ambassador.
good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
His Majesty is concerned the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Dream Scourge.
With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I prefer to think it's part of my destiny, though perhaps it's just bad luck. Referring to how I healed the Adra in the Strangleroot.
Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Resolve 3 keeps coming up. I need to get that one a little higher. Frown thoughtfully, assuming it's not already here. I should have said very sooner. Now it may be too late.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
I assume those are the people responsible for my death.
Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
I think they have it out for us specifically. Do you know why?
Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
Where is Ludwig anyways? We have some catching up to do. In bed.
Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
You've proven to be capable so far. What can he do that you can't?
Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
My soul has always been rotten to the core. I kind of want to see what that response is.
Well, be that as it may, we can't have you dropping dead again on your first assignment.
Yeah,
And
fair.
I can't keep dragging you back to Liviana's.
Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Assassins are cowards by nature. This will be easy. Let's get on with it then. My assassin could be anywhere by now.
Tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death, all while the rumored Dream Scourge spreads. Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
We'll talk more of the
This
Dream
guy's so
Scourge
cool.
when you
I love
return.
having him in the team.
Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Yeah, same. You get any more out of him?
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you survived the attempt on your life. But
Okay, I can fast forward. Yeah, just skip the pleasantries. Alright, so Resolve 3 was coming up a lot. So let's cap that out and see if that changes anything. But it's like, yeah, it's just dialogue options, but I would still like to not have to hear from it. What is this? No, I don't want to buy it. I want to read what it was. Armored Essence decreases the instance penalty for light and medium armor. Oh, okay, so it's just magic. Chill Blades. Corrosive Siphon. That's kind of cool. Real powerful shield. 20 seconds that makes your spell casting uninterruptible and increases your damage reduction. Oh, that's fun. Unlock level 5 Grimoire spells. Decrease the essence cost of all Grimoires. Blizzard, Fireball, Crackling Bolt, and Frost. So it's like, it's fine. It's just mage spells. It's like, I didn't find the magic very exciting, I guess. Companions. Do you have any level up stuff that I need to worry about? I think he's good. Barbaric Shout. Bleeding Cuts. Critical hits with melee weapons deal 30% more damage. Well, it's... Increase damage with bows and guns by 25%. Becoming invisible and draining essence until your next combat action. That's fun. Find still poison accumulation. I think we can keep time slowed for a little bit. Dead damage boost will be helpful. Okay. So 25% damage buff is helpful. We should go find Marius first. Just across the way here. That would have been a long way down.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Valley Rock.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
Paradise is getting more dangerous by the hour.
Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control.
Ask the dead man and see if he agrees.
What he thinks doesn't matter anymore.
Valid.
I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwig understands. I assume you do too.
Assume nothing about me, soldier. Nothing. Bring the next one in alive. We're peacekeepers, not
So
butchers.
that's how it is. All right then. Whatever you say. We aren't exactly trained to de-escalate, but I'll tell the others. They'll come around. Eventually.
Not sure she'll take it to heart, but even one good example helps.
Gotta at least ask. So, does this look like a train? Oh, don't jump it. Where did you pick up his knife? Thank you. perfectly valuable stuff to sell back to these people. We zigged when we should have zagged. Rough looking place, huh? And then I get shot again.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Donshire. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know. Just watch. This'll be good.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktetragu sakasaptjitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of widow's kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I could feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Ugh. Wow's eyes. That reeks.
Great introduction.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well,
Tell me you were bluffing about poisoning the man. Nope.
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
He's another ranged person. Oh, I can just go back here and loot? I love this game. Here's everything that's not nailed down. Just take it. It's yours. Love games like this. Just encourage the inner klepto. My cabbages. Hey, can I sell this stuff back to you from here?
See, Marius? Told you I wasn't ready to hang it up yet.
I had it under control, Amakul. But thanks.
Ah, it's the principle of the thing. Now, what'll it be?
Ooh, pistols. Still can't. 69 damage next. Dang, that actually does. Oh, okay, that's why. It's only slightly more expensive, too. Sell both of those. I swear I had found more. That's fine. I want to hold on to the cooking ingredients and stuff because I haven't gone to the alchemist. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a break from this. I know it hasn't been long, but I think it's a good stopping point because I have some other stuff I need to do now that I'm thinking about it or being reminded of it. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a short stream. Those of you that were